Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. You know I love y'all so much, and I appreciate how you get our day off to the best start, and especially the fact that you let us get it off to a praise start. Listen, God is great. That's the song of the day, and this song is fire for me because it talks about how God's greatness shows up in the fact that God's love is unconditional and the power of God is unbeatable, and how we need that today. Isn't it good to know that God's love is unconditional, that God is not flaky, God does not fake on you, God is not sometimey with you, God's love is unconditional. That means, here it is, that God does not hold over your head your worst mistake. God does not hold against you what you've done that has let you down and let God down, but instead God loves us anyhow, and God keeps on loving us into living our blessed lives. God keeps on loving us until we live the best version of ourselves. God is great because God's love is unconditional, but wait, God is great because God's power is unbeatable. Isn't it good to know that we serve a God, here it is, whose power is at work within us, and so we testify now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or imagine according to the power at work within us. I love that right there because it lets me know you are not powerless because you're connected to a God who is all powerful. It lets me know that when life backs you up against a wall, you got the power of God within you to come out swinging. God's power is unbeatable. That simply means I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. And if the God above me is within me, I can handle whatever may come at me. Listen, God is great because God's love is unconditional and God's power is unbeatable. Y'all live in the power and love of God's greatness today. God bless you and have a great one.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
Entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, August 5th. Here's what's going on in the news. Texas Republicans are ramping up their fight with Democrats over redistricting. With most Democrats still missing in action, the GOP-controlled House approved a motion to issue civil arrest warrants for the lawmakers who fled the state.
There is one member who said that they're doing a fundraiser here in Austin tomorrow, and I've sent that fundraising letter to DPS and said they should be invited to attend as well. We'll see how that goes forward.
That's Speaker Dustin Burrows. Now, without the Democrats, Republicans cannot move forward on their new congressional map, which could hand them 5 more seats ahead of 2026. The Texas House is set to reconvene today to figure out what they're going to do. Here's the deal. Democrats can legally stay out of the state until the 30-day special session ends on August 20th, but they're racking up 500 fines a day. In other news, Israel may be laying the groundwork for a full-on takeover of Gaza, and they're using the remaining hostages as political cover. A source close to Netanyahu says Hamas won't release the remaining 2023 hostages unless Israel takes full control of the Strip. But critics are not buying it. They say that sounds less like a demand and more like an excuse to reoccupy Gaza. Hardliners in Netanyahu's coalition have pushed to retake Gaza for years, and now some say the hostage crisis is being used to justify a long-term military presence and even settlement expansion. Listen, if you get an Amazon recall text, do not click that link. The FTC is warning folks about a new scam involving fake Amazon text. Now, the messages claim you bought something that's now recalled and offers a refund. So if you click a shady link, that's going to screw you up. Don't do it. Real recall info is only found in your Amazon account. Scammers are just after your cash and your personal info. For info on this story and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all didn't know, NBA superstar Luka Doncic agrees to a massive 3-year, $165 million extension to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. And if y'all ain't seen him lately, he finally dropped them pounds. He looking like a real athlete right about now. He slimmed down a little bit. Olympic track star, we all know, Sha'Carri Richardson, of course, was arrested for domestic violence toward her boyfriend, Olympic star Christian Coleman, and she was charged with 4th-degree domestic violence and spent 18 hours behind bars. Well, the boyfriend, Christian Coleman, has spoke out and actually is defending his girlfriend.
Personally, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. She's a human being and a great person.
There it is, man. Briggity Tack got the hot spot up next, man. Good morning.
Oh, that's so sweet. Good morning. Salt and Pepper. They suing somebody. I'm going to let you know who and why up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Salt and Pepper is the first female rap group to go platinum and earn a Grammy. And now they are hoping to inspire more artists to fight for their rights in their lawsuit against Universal Music Group. That's right, Cheryl James, that's a.k.a. Salt, and Sandra Didden, a.k.a. Pepper, filed a lawsuit against the record label back in May to reclaim their recording rights, claiming that Universal Music Group refuses to honor copyright laws. And during the interview on Good Morning America, Salt and Pepper discussed their legal battle and claimed that the record company has been removing some of their biggest hits from streaming services. Check out what they had to say.
In the beginning, you sign a contract saying that the copyrights will revert back to you after 35 years. And we've done all the things legally to get our copyrights back, but they're just refusing, so we had to sue them.
Yeah, it's the law. It just keeps us from re-releasing our music, promoting it, our own music anywhere, else.
Our fans don't get to hear it, and they're complaining. They're like, where's the music? They're not on Apple or Spotify.
Wow. That's crazy. I think Angie Stone was having a problem with Universal Music Group about the same type of situation. I mean, my goodness, after so many years.
How much money do you want to make off them? My Lord.
Pepper's been out for decades.
Yes.
I mean, about 40 years, maybe.
They said after 35 years, they were supposed to get their copyright back. It's amazing that people don't know that. When you're on the outside looking in, you're like, oh, these people making all this money and making these records and stuff, but you don't know all the stuff you have to go through.
And things have changed so much since 40 years ago.
Yes.
Please give them what's due to them. That is crazy. So I'm happy to see them fighting. Well, UMG has filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit, claiming that Salt and Pepper cannot exercise their termination rights because they were not the ones who signed their contracts. Salt and Pepper says they did not have that kind of leverage, knowledge, or control back in the 80s. Despite this legal battle, Salt and Pepper will be inducted into the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in November. So congratulations go out to them because they for damn sure deserve it. All right, moving on, y'all. Prince. His Sign of the Times concert film is returning to theaters. According to reports, Prince's movie, Sign of the Times, will screen globally for the first time in IMAX theaters for 1 week only, starting August 29th. 29th. The movie is rated PG-13 and was directed, scored by, and starred Prince himself. It was originally released back in 1987. Now, the film captures Prince live on stage performing songs from that album with his new backing band after he fired his longtime group, The Revolution, right before the album's release. Now, the film bombed at the box office but found new life and popularity on home video. Sign of the Times was Prince's ninth studio album and features songs like You Got the Look, I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, and If I Was Your Girlfriend. You can see it globally in IMAX theaters for 1 week starting, and it's only on August 29th. All right, y'all, for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. Hit us up for them wake-up calls, y'all, at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning, Ricky. This is so crazy how a silly pun about denim outwear has launched one of the bloodiest culture wars battles ever, but that's where we are in this country right now. So listen, you probably know what I'm talking about. Those American Eagle ads where actress Sydney Sweeney is in the jeans and the denim jacket, and she's all seductively talking about her genetics, which leads to the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Like Jeans, but people are like, hold up. So some people on the extreme left ridiculously kind of overreacted by claiming the ads were coded messages about eugenics and white supremacy, like genes, Genes, and DNA. And the extreme right overreacted in Sydney's and American Eagle's defense. So according to a new poll, 15% of Americans now think saying someone has great genes with a G is inappropriate. But 53% say it's cool and 31% aren't sure.
Come on. Man.
Yeah, no, this is a big it's
a WPC.
Yeah, it's all over social media. American Eagle even released a statement saying, quote, Sydney Sweeney has great genes with a J is and always was about the genes with a J. Her genes with a J, her story. We're going to continue to celebrate how everybody wears their AE genes with confidence their way. Great genes look good on everybody, but here's the thing. BuzzFeed outed Sydney as being a registered Republican since 2024. So, of course, Donald Trump is riding for her, calling the ad hot. And American Eagle is laughing all the way to the bank. Their stock saw an immediate 20% boost after his comments. That's the largest one-day gain their stock has seen in 25 years.
Man.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean,
a lot of black people don't shop at American Eagle.
I mean, who shops at American Eagle? I haven't shopped at American Eagle in 20 years, but the thing is, Sydney Sweeney is blonde with blue eyes, and they say if a black woman, like, say we did this with a black woman, people would cry reverse racism. Like, you can never do this with a black actress.
You don't think black people would attack her too if she was black? Oh, she being too overly sexualized and all that.
No, it wasn't that. It's about she's got great genes because she's blonde and blue-eyed.
No, I'm talking about if a black woman was to do it.
No, I don't think black people would care if a black woman did it.
I think people looking too deeply into something. Pretty much. Like, we got other stuff. Like, people got bigger things to worry about.
Well, Trump said something about it. That's why people are talking about it. Did y'all not see that commercial?
I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I can't watch it. I can't watch White Lotus no more. I'm not watching you because I was kind of like, wait a minute. So, yeah. I'm that girl.
Yeah, that's the times we're living in now. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Alfred, appreciate that, y'all. All right, y'all. We got Gary, got the tea and the clue of the day. All that and more coming up. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Former First Lady Michelle Robinson Obama, y'all, made sure, honey, to name drop Stephen A. Smith, y'all, during a recent discussion about how modern sports coverage mirrors the drama and spectacle of reality TV shows like Real Housewives, honey. Yes, she said it. Now, they're saying, y'all, that it's all sociological sociological study. Now, Miss Obama said in reference to assertions, y'all, from the men in her life that sports are more dramatic than reality TV. Now, she said they think that sports is better reality TV. And she said, I'm like, it's the same thing, y'all. Now, they say if you listen to ESPN for an hour, this is what she said, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along, she said. She said, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, honey, he's just like every other Real Housewife. So that's why I like What's the Difference? It's just, honey, it's just sociological drama. Well, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, honey, got a little upset about it because people were saying, yes, honey, Stephen A. Smith would be a great Real Housewife. And here's what Mr. Smith had to say.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny. There are issues that matter to every American citizen. And to sort of blackmail us emotionally into trying to compel us to vote one way or another is part of what won Trump the election. Because that side of the aisle was able to look at the left and say, look at what they'll do to win.
Are you serious?
Stephen A. Smith needs to be suspended. He needs to be suspended.
Serious.
Suspended, though.
Well, Ricky, how dare you talk that way, first of all, to the former First Lady? You don't talk to the First Lady like that. He would never talk to Nancy Reagan or nobody like that.
I mean, for him, they hurt my feelings, so that's why I voted for Trump. Like, what?
That's basically what he said.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a good look, Ricky. I'm sorry. I just, we done lost Shannon Sharp now, but Stephen A. Smith, honey, he needs to come on and apologize to the former president. Because y'all sports, y'all know that when y'all be hooping and hollering, screaming at the TV, and so it's just like a bunch of women. Like,
It's different, man. It's a little bit different because it's called debating. Listen, if you're debating about sports, sometimes it can get a little heated. And it can be, I can see the relation of getting heated when you're talking. But I still think it's a little bit different, though.
So people don't get in fights? People don't get in fights when they're
fighting. They ain't fighting and throwing stuff on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Well, hell, y'all fighting on the damn court or on the football field when y'all be doing this stuff. So, I mean, when we hollering at the TV and hollering about, girl, why she do that, blah, 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 it's debating. It's not what you just said.
I'm just talking about the broadcast.
Yeah, well,
I ain't talking about on the field. I'm talking about the broadcast.
Well, I paid the difference. I don't believe that Stephen A. Smith would say such a thing to Michelle
horrifying, ain't it, Gary?
Very much so. She was the first damn lady and the first African American.
Not the first lady, the first damn lady. You better let them know.
Okay, so it just hurt my spirit when Stephen said this to her, but we're going to keep him lifted up in prayer, and hopefully everything goes well with him and he don't join the ranks of Shannon Sharp. All right, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all know. Wherever there's a little smoke, there's some fire, honey. I done said this once before. It's been reported out that Jay-Z reportedly, honey, had his $3 million chain, y'all, snatched at Beyonce's Vegas finale the other day. Now, some people say it was an inside job, but they're saying, y'all, that the people are whispering, honey, from multiple sources, y'all, that Jay-Z have been the victim of a high-stakes jewelry heist, honey, during Queen Bey's last concert tour, and they're saying the alleged theft, honey, thief at least got away very clean with it. Now, some people are saying, according to one person, they said, who was at the show, they're saying Jay-Z was allegedly robbed of the chain. Reportedly, it was only worth, honey, close to $3 million, and they're saying that it was iced out for the guards. They say it was beautiful diamonds, rare stones, the works. Now, the purported chain, y'all, that Jay had was a custom chain, y'all, from his Ace of Spades collection or whatever. But people saying this could have been a setup or whatever. But some people saying that, Jay-Z and Beyonce may be getting short on money. And, allegedly people could say it could be an insurance deal, So
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
let's think about this.
Let's think this through.
How could somebody take a chain from Jay-Z at a Beyonce concert?
They snatched it off his chest.
Yeah, they say Jay-Z's security is better than Obama's.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it happened or not, but I'm just telling you what the report is saying, though.
Yeah,
and I do know too, like they say, when you get shot on money and stuff like that, sometimes we can do some things, honey, because insurance does pay off. So I don't know, but
how much did her tour make?
Do what?
How much did her tour make?
They don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Yeah, I want to be that short on cash.
They don't have
I pray to be that short on cash.
$460 million,
I believe. I prayed it.
They got money. They took money out, loans on their mansions that I reported the other day.
Rich people do that, Gary.
Yeah, it's called good debt.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there ain't no damn good debt.
Yeah,
That's
it's
called honey. If you
called
got
good
cash, I talked to somebody about that too, right? When we had that discussion, somebody said they'd rather have cash, honey, than credit because
I'm
your
sure
credit
they
card
got
easily flow. Well, I don't know what they got. I'm just telling you what the stories say, and I just report the stories, honey. That's all I do, baby. So now y'all was there, no different, honey. Knock on wood. But anyway, child, we're gonna keep them lifted up in.
There you go.
knock on wood.
So we gonna, honey, keep them all lifted up in prayer, y'all. And while we pray, let's continue to pray for Boosie Badass. They say he has finally accepted a plea deal, y'all, in his ongoing federal gun case, y'all. They're saying that the rapper was charged in 2023, honey, with being a felon in possession of a firearm in San Diego. They said, but after fighting the case, it was dismissed in July 2024. But unfortunately for Boosie, they're saying that the federal prosecutors refiled the charges last month. Now, they're saying law enforcement reportedly saw the rapper with a gun in his waistband in a social media post. Now, following his arrest, he was released on a $100,000 bond. They say Boosie hopped on the X, formerly Twitter, to update his fans. He said, quote, just accepted a plea deal from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over with, and I was, honey, going to get on with my life. But God don't make mistakes, honey. He said, honey, I'm tired of fighting. He said, I talked to my family in this right decision. To all my fans across the world, he said, say a prayer. And that's what we need to do, you know. So he's just tired of fighting, so he's just accepting things. So sometimes we get tired of fighting, honey, you know. In the words of Fannie Lou Hamer, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua.
You
My
put Lil
Kahlua
Boosie
today.
and Fannie Lou Hamer in the same sentence.
Yes, Lord.
Never been done before.
The Kahlua today, y'all, is Avalon. On the high end, you say Avalon, and on the low end, you say beautiful tan. That's your Kahlua for today.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Gary with the C. All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up calls. Get at me, 8669 or CKEY. Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Music isn't woke you up this long. This led you in your house shoes. Go with me better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Beverly. I'm calling from Land O'Lakes, Florida. Calling to wake up my sexy husband, Michael. Wake up, wake up, wake up, babe. Wake up.
Good morning, everybody. I want to say wake up, wake up, wake up to my brother Leroy in Tampa. This Kilo calling from Carol City. Let's get it.
Hi, this is Anita calling from Washington, D.C. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Ricky. Hey, team. Have a good day.
Hi, this is Betty calling from South Carolina. I'm calling to wake up everybody in Garfield Heights. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah, what's yours? Because we going to let them know. Let them know. When you in Portland, wake up. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brat.
You're welcome, Ricky.
All right, it's about that time for Techie Tuesday. We got the one and only Beyonce, Alowishus. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. All right. So for all of my people and my family members who have cut streaming and you're like, why did I cut? What's the purpose? Because I'm paying $60 to $80 for internet. And now I'm paying for all these different apps and streaming services. Well, there was a survey, and of course, Disney Plus has won the battle in regards to the best streaming services, especially for their package where you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max for $17. So it's a great deal. Not to mention, you get all the bases. You get you covered, the kids covered, and then also you get your movies. So that's what I've done. But according to CNET.com, that is one of the best deals you can check out, especially if you haven't already cut cable. It's a good option for you. Now, when you talk about smart glasses and all the smart apparel that people are wearing, Meta Pro has won the best smart glasses. Now, I have these. I know, Ricky, you love yours. Some of the great qualities about these, the microphone works great if you want to talk on the phone, if you want to stream on Facebook, and if you just
love mine, but when I tell you I love mine, and I'm going to really love it when I learn how to work it. I like the way they look.
Why I try to connect Ricky's app to his, he's like, no, hold on, let me get this part. And then he realized you could actually talk on the phone. I love it. I could wear the glasses and actually have a conversation when my AirPods die. It is the best. And then when I went to the Beyonce concert, I was able to stream live whatever I saw. It was like a first-person point of view. Wow. The only thing that people say that they don't like about it is that you actually need like the case in order to charge it. You can't just plug it in. But for the most part, though, I love these glasses. They're absolutely phenomenal. Now, last week, Ring was in the news, and I'm thinking about unplugging all of my Ring cameras now. So last week we talked about, all the unauthorized devices on your Ring camera. This week they're in the news because 2 years ago, Ring said that they were going to give the police access to your home Ring camera. Well, they quickly retracted after they got so much backlash from people. Well, now Ring and Axon is saying that, hey, we are going to work together and we are going to allow police to access your videos without a warrant. Now, there is a situation.
Somebody on the inside of the house, too?
No matter what Ring camera, which is also another question you need to think about when putting Ring cameras in your home, which I currently have, and I think I'm going to remove mine. I hate it. I got to find another option, but it's so convenient. But yes, so Ring is now going to ask you for your permission to opt in to Axon, AXON. And what might be confusing is people don't know what exactly they're opting in for. And what that is if the police sends a message to Ring to obtain this footage, they can automatically get it if you've opted in. So a lot of people are really upset about this because they're saying that it's leading into a surveillance culture and people are having way too much access to your private and personal videos. So if you see these opt-ins, they haven't come out yet, but when they do, you know to opt out because you do not want people accessing your footage without a warrant. And they're also wondering if this is what caused the unauthorized users because Ring had announced that it was an update that they were doing. So this could have also been the collaboration with Axon. So a lot of things going on with that, and I'll keep you updated. And last but not least, we're getting ready for back to school. I want to highlight coding games for kids because coding is one of the AI-proof ways to get your kids jobs later on in life. There's a great kids game called Osmo, OSMO. It plays with your iPad. It teaches them fun ways to code and also Minecraft. If you did not know, Minecraft is a phenomenal game that teaches kids how to build and they can build their own worlds. And some of these kids are making like $30,000 a month on these games. Wow. So definitely make sure you get them in coding. For all these stories and more, you can follow me at Beyonce ATL on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
There it is. I'm Beyonce Alowishus, y'all. Hey, y'all lying. Got that chicken and waffle mix coming up. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. J-A-H, Lion Sound. Hey, appreciate you, John Lion. Not coming to work today, I guess. I don't know. Black Tony. Is that how you want to be introduced on the radio?
Sorry, I got bigger fish that got to be that's be frying. They're gonna be frying right now. Right, like
one of them is your job at the radio station.
I got real bigger fishes that need to get fried right now. Just
fish is singular and plural.
I got more bigger fishes that need to get fried right now. Shout out. I don't have time to deal with your foolishness right now because we are in the middle of the last days, shout out. I don't know if you know about the last day, but I'm telling you, we in the last day right now, so
why you feel like that?
I'm trying to build me an arch.
An ark?
A what?
Yeah, I'm trying to build me an arch because I'm not finna drown.
You talking about like the one in St. Louis or the one Noah had?
No, I'm finna build me the one that what's his name? Yeah, that boy you just said. What's his name?
Noah.
Yeah, I'm finna build me one because I know see one thing I do, shout out. I read my Bible and I know what time it is, shout out. I know that we're in the last day, shout out. We're in Matthew 24:6 to hear wars and the rumors of wars. She uses not alone because things are happening, but things are still coming, shout out. That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
Yeah, you reading about. You got your Bible with you now. What scripture was that?
I'm in the Word right now, shout out. Tim 3:1-5. And he said there'll be terrible time in the last days. So the people's gonna love us of themselves, love of money, and boastful, proud, abusive, and disobedient to their parents. And so they've been raining for 4 days straight in Atlanta. And I know what time it is. So I'm not playing with these folks, man. I'm not going to hell with y'all. So I'm going to see the glory of God.
So basically, you ain't coming to work and you building an art, right?
I'm building an art, yo. because I
So
know
where
this.
you getting all your wood and supplies from?
The first day of this is 40 days and 40 nights. I already know because I looked at the weather report. They said it's going to rain all the way to next Wednesday. So I know what this time it is. I'm not going to be the last
So
one.
where you getting your supplies from to build the ark? Black Tony.
Sorry, I got to look. I got to have eternal life. Sorry, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'm not trying to go to hell with y'all.
I get it, but where are you getting your supplies from to build the ark, and what can we do to help?
From the Home Depot. You know, you go out back, they got all that scrap wood with they throw it away when people didn't cut it up right. You go out back and get it. You ain't got to pay for it if you go out back by the dumpster, but that's neither here nor there.
So what about the animals? You got to get two of everything. What kind of animals you already got?
I mean, I got 2 spiders, I got 2 cockroaches, I got 2 flies, I got 2 crickets, I got 2 bumblebees, I got 2 raccoons, I got some stuff now. I got 2 pit bull puppies. Look, shawty, that's neither here nor there. But look, I was really calling to see. Day before they had left me a check up there yesterday. Did it come?
You have given your children all of the fruit without any of the labor. Kwesi Mfume in his book, No Free Ride, said we've given our children everything they wanted and forgot to give them what they needed. Come on, y'all ain't saying nothing to me. You have got to stop raising children who operate with white privilege with no black consciousness. So you are raising these soft, suburban, entitled kids who got flat screen televisions in their bedroom, but the Negroes can't conjugate verbs. They got $1,000 cell phones and don't know how to reduce fractions. They got expensive tennis shoes, and you don't even make the little Negro go out for the team. Stop making your children soft, because it's an evil world out there. And they're not prepared for it.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the Kahlua of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's excited about this, and they're congratulating Ricky. Devon Franklin and celebrity trainer Miss Maria Costello. It's being reported, y'all, that they tied the knot recently in a deeply spiritual ceremony at Casa Lago in Beverly Hills. He said, quote, "We wanted to create an event that evokes the beginning of our love story." This is what Franklin told People magazine. Costello added, "Every detail is intentional, from the music," hear it, "to the decor, to the vows, to the spiritual moments." The lakeside ceremony led by Pastor Torrey.
What's going on, man?
What are we doing here?
They say Costello wore a Gaglia La Havre gown with a touch of drama and a Spanish flair, where Mr. Franklin wore a dark Giorgio Armani suit and Christian Louboutin shoes. Now, Kelly Rowland, LaToya Luquette, Adrian Bellion Harden, they were all in attendance, and major, y'all, surprised the guests with a performance of Why I Love You. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? They said the guests enjoyed Dominican and soul food, including muvulacus, jambalaya, and banana pudding shots. The night ended with a Dominican horoluca filled with dancers, stilt walkers, and flashing lights. We want the wedding to be a testimony of God's goodness.
And why you playing congratulations in the background?
Because he just messy.
I don't even know.
And she fine. And she fine too.
She's beautiful, but
she
Ricky,
fine though.
But I hate that.
Hey, he got him some fire.
Yeah, she's a beautiful
But
girl.
why you hate it?
Yeah, because Megan was a beautiful woman, and a lot of people are saying, honey, why will LaToya Lucky them all go to their wedding when they are friends to Megan Good?
But they was friends to him as well.
Yeah, but you.
But they might have been friends with him before they was friends with Megan. They supposed to just stop being friends with him?
Well, Brat, you got to pick one.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, Gary.
Well, I feel so sorry for Megan, and Megan and married
Don't
that
feel
man.
sorry for
honey.
Megan. She's so happy.
Yeah, but
Megan is so happy.
Yeah, but look what Devon married a beautiful woman, honey. She's a fitness trainer
And
to the
Megan
star.
married a beautiful man.
But he ain't got no job.
Don't do that. Yes, he do.
No, he
yes,
don't.
he do.
Ain't nobody putting him in no movie.
Yes, he do. He in a movie. He got a movie out right now.
That was an old one.
No, it's not old.
Yeah, but anyway, let's continue to pray for both parties, y'all. They both done got married.
They both are
honey.
happy.
Yeah.
Let's just end it at that.
And they
Gary.
probably still friends.
Well, they ain't took no picture together yet, and Megan didn't go to the wedding, honey. If I'm friends with my ex, I'm coming to the wedding too to congratulate you, like the song just said.
You ain't going to
You ain't doing that with your jealous self.
You coming to be
Yes,
mad.
best
And you
singing.
gonna come in? What you gonna sing when you bust through them doors, Gary?
Congratulations. I thought it would have been me, honey, standing here with you. Congratulations.
I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy.
Hold on, here she come back. Here she go.
As I can breathe, you'll always be the one for me.
See, Alfreda, this is what we was talking about on the phone yesterday.
It's a lot.
Here she go. Here she go. Here she go. Congratulations, baby. What she said?
I hope she makes you happy because you didn't even say goodbye.
Yes. She said, congratulations, baby. I hope you're happy because you didn't even say goodbye. Yes. As long as I can breathe. What she said?
You'll always be the one for me.
Well, I can't stand y'all.
Yes.
Oh, I
Gary,
love that.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, I love that.
You and Brat get on my nerves every morning.
I don't feel how Gary feels. I just love this song. I think Megan is happy. I think Devon is happy. Congratulations to both of them. Ain't
And what
nobody
she say in
singing
the song,
this.
Brat? What she
She
say?
said, congratulations, baby. I hope she makes you happy because you didn't even say goodbye. Yeah.
Man, I can't stand y'all. Y'all make me sick.
Oh, I love it, baby.
Y'all
That's
make me
the song.
sick.
Where do I work?
That's
Boy, y'all
the
get on
song,
my nerves
baby.
so bad, man. I have to deal with this
Yeah,
every
baby.
morning.
Oh, we can sing that all day, honey.
That's our song.
Yes, it is, baby. Oh, I love that song.
What is
Best
going
of
on
her.
here?
May she
I
rest in peace.
never ran so fast before.
I rushed inside the chapel door.
You were waiting all alone.
You turned around and held me close.
No, it's Hurt Me Call.
Oh, heard me call?
Yeah.
Oh, so listen to the next part.
He said, hurt me call. He said, hurt me call.
Congratulations. She said she rushed inside the chapel door.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. Yes, Bessie did, honey. She rushed inside the chapel door. And what was the other part?
Don't worry about it, Gary. Speaking of congratulations, can I add one thing?
What?
Congratulations to Monica and Ant. They
Yeah.
got married.
So they did totally.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Oh,
I wanna,
my God.
Let me congratulate Cheryl and Kenneth Williams. They're celebrating 30 years of marriage. So, girl, could you imagine seeing the same body walk away from the bed in 30 years?
Goals.
Yes, that's love.
couple goals.
Goals.
Is that
Yes.
what it is? But anyway, congratulations. I hope she makes you happy because you didn't even say goodbye. Oh, Lord.
But if y'all
They
don't get
said
on these
goodbye,
folks'
Gary.
radio with that mess,
Oh, the color today, y'all, is Avalon. On the high end, you say Avalon, and on the low end, just say beautiful tan, y'all. Oh, my God.
boy, y'all done got on my nerve. I'm ready to clock out, y'all. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is back to school season, and this year public schools in Texas will require students to keep their cell phones and other communication devices locked away during school hours.
Yeah, Ricky, House Bill 14-81 in Texas requires all school districts and open enrollment charter schools to adopt policies prohibiting students from using personal communication devices while on school property during the school day. The law gives schools two options for compliance: completely ban devices from school property or require students to store their devices during school hours.
Now, this new law in Texas covers smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, radios, paging devices, and other electronic communication devices. And Texas isn't the only state. Executive orders either ban or restrict cell phone use in schools in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, New York, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and several others. Additionally, y'all, states like Arkansas, Arizona, California, and Ohio have laws limiting cell phone use in classrooms.
All right, so this morning we have Christian psychologist Dr. Tart on to to talk about the pros and cons of cell phones in the school. Dr. Tart, good morning. Happy to have you.
Good morning.
Hey, man, we are happy to have you this morning. I just want to ask you, what is your stance on banning cell phones in schools?
Psychologists couldn't be happier. Any psychologist working with teens, adults, college, they're so happy because all of the data has been showing what parents see and that this is not good in any way for our kids. So psychologists are rejoicing around the country because we're finally going to get our kids back.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, but what if there's an emergency? That's what worries me. What if there's an emergency in school and the kids don't have access to their phones?
Well, you know what? You're talking like the typical parent. You didn't have a cell phone when you went to school.
I was just about to say that.
They wasn't shooting up schools.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you.
The school office. So what? You know what? You all are responding like parents. What the data has shown, because this started last year. It started 2 years in some states. And what they found was that the kids adjusted to the cell phone ban better than the parents. It took parents 2 to 3 weeks to calm down their anxiety, but the kids were actually liked it because they were able to talk with their peers. They didn't hide behind their phones. Grades went up. Average studies show that kids check their cell phones 100 times a day. 100 times a day in school. How can you learn? And so what schools have done is they've increased the lines to the school. They've adapted so that you can call the teacher in the classroom, you can call the school, you can call the resource officer to be in contact with your kid. This is now the way of the future because we've tried it for 6 or 7, 8 years, and we've seen all of the data go back with grades going backwards. Right, this is the biggest learning gap that we've seen in a long time. And what schools have shown is an increase in academics in every area. They did like half the school, or like a 6th grade not have the phone, 7th grade have the phone, and then they found that the kids that did not have access to their phone, not only did they learn more, but they had more friends because they didn't retreat to their phones and they were able to connect. So parents, calm down. You're going to still get in contact with your kids, and you're going to have the kids come home with better grades and be happier because the cell phones are not distracting them.
Yeah, and they probably, I'm sure the government or whoever could install some kind of emergency situation if there is an emergency, for the kids or whatever. Yeah, the distractions and even when it come down to the iPad and electronics in the house. Now, this just means every now and then, every blue moon, you can have the iPad downstairs. But most of the time, when we sit down and eat or whatever, if it's all of us, we don't do electronics at the breakfast table and the dinner table because kids feel like they just, especially mine and my grandkids, like they just have to have it like a pacifier, or they're just so addicted and trying to get them to respond and pay attention and have a conversation without them looking at a screen. When I talk to my daughters, and I'm trying to discipline them, to train them when I'm talking to them, even if the TV is on cartoons, to stay focused on me and listen to what I'm saying and complete the task without your eyes gazing back over to the screen. Mm-hmm. And like, I really been working on that. I will intentionally stand in front of a TV or iPad and have a conversation with them about something that I need for them to do and watch and let them complete the task to try to get them focused on what I need them to do without having to look at the iPad. They just that addicted to it. Now, am I wrong for that, Dr. Tart?
No. What you're talking about is something called fractured focus. They did a study back in 2017 that says that even when our cell phones are on our desk, we have less working memory and attention. So just having your phone out makes you want to look at it. And every adult listening knows exactly what I'm talking about. We used to be able to write for hours. How long can you write without looking at your cell phone, right? So it's affected our deep work. So put the cell phone in a drawer. If you want connection in families, have the cell phones go away. What did we think was going to happen when we gave our kids an addiction device? TikTok, Instagram, Meta, they bank on us staying glued to our phones. You think that's random? They know exactly what catches our attention. How many of us have picked our phone up for no reason just to look at something?
Yeah.
And we didn't even know what we were looking for. That's because it's the dopamine rush of needing to look and click something. And here's what happens. When you take the cell phones away, kids are actually more relieved. All right, when they did a study from Florida to California, they removed phones and they saw students report lower anxiety, better sleep, and here's the kicker, more peer connection, right? Because imagine, Ricky, we remember being in the cafeteria, people talked in the lunchroom, right?
Yes,
people
sir.
talked in the hall. Well, if you visited any middle school or high school, kids are on their phones ignoring one another.
Facts.
And that is going to go. So you're going to see more kids come home happier because the hallmark to happiness for all adults, but especially kids, is relationships.
Oh,
and now
my
we're
God.
going to see our kids build relationships instead of be glued and addicted to their phones. And even hide. There are a lot of kids who are socially anxious and hide with their phones. Now they're going to be forced to be able to socially interact, and they're going to be happier. We're very happy about this.
All right, y'all hit us up if y'all want to talk to Dr. Tar. We want to know what y'all think about cell phones being banned in the schools and just the addiction to electronics for our kids and some of us as well. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKY. Call us now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. A new law in Texas will require students to keep their cell phones and other personal communication devices locked away during school hours. And with us today, we got Christian psychologist, the one and only Dr. Tart. And we happy to have you this morning, Dr. Tart. How does constant phone access affect attention, the attention span of the kid, anxiety, stress, and just overall emotional regulation, in young people?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest benefit is actually kids who have low achieving students. All right, when we take the phones away, we found that it significantly boosted their achievement. And the greatest impact was with low achieving students. Why? Because phones take away your focus. And if you can't focus, especially like in math, and social studies, and science that requires sustained attention, it's not the fact you're not smart. It's the fact that your memory and your attention is divided, right? And so you can't focus for long periods of time. Now, from a mental health standpoint, we're actually having kids come home first couple of weeks, and you'll see this parents actually saying, hey, Mom, I made a friend. I talked at lunch. I don't sit by myself anymore. I have less anxiety. Yeah. And parents, not only should this not be banned at school, but you should not allow your kids to go to bed with a cell phone. Get them an old school alarm clock to wake themselves up, because kids are staying on their cell phones at night because they don't want to miss a text. They don't want to miss a group chat. So make sure, if you want your kids to have better sleep, less anxiety, less depression, take the phones away. They can use them to communicate. That's what they're used for. But take away the social media so your kids can connect in real life, and they're going to be much happier.
All right, we're going to go to the phones. Y'all hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Should cell phones be banned in schools? Why or why not? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Rickey and everybody.
Good morning.
They should be banned because these kids nowadays are not learning anything because they have a phone. In my kids' school, they're TikToking with their teachers. Their teachers look like she's on the streets instead of being professional and TikToking. Leave those phones at home, put them books out, and let's learn and do some work.
Hi, my name is Jalen, and I'm from Leesburg. I don't think cell phones should be banned from school because you never know what's going to happen. I grew up in the time period where my high school, we actually had an active shooter and stuff like that, and I don't know what I would have been able to do if I wasn't able to text my mom and stuff like that, and I get that that doesn't happen everywhere, but at the same time, you never know. Fresh menstruals, fights, bullying, you never know, so you should always have your cell phone around. I'm calling from Cleveland. I'm actually a vice principal, and I do agree that cell phones should be in school. My students don't actually they have their phones in school, but every class period, they have to put their phone in their pocket so they can focus. They interact so much better when they don't have to, be on their phone. And also, it cuts down the drama. Social media gets sent from one class to another. They don't see it right away, so it kind of gives us a chance to delay things.
My name is Kelly. I'm calling from North Dallas, and I'm kind of torn. I mean, I get a lot of calls every month about some sort of shooting or somebody bringing a weapon to my school. I need my kids to be able to call me, But then again, if they're distracted, then no. So I'm either way.
Yeah, maybe they should, give them flip phones. Now I know it sounds crazy, like an emergency flip phone,
burner phone,
like a burner phone. You can call your mama. You just flip it out. Just because the purpose is to call, not to get on the, you know what I'm saying, certain stuff. I don't know. That or a phone on the wall or something right. With a landline.
Rotary phone.
Or something.
They have these watches you can get your kids called the Fireflies or the phones, and it can only dial your parents in case of an emergency if you want one.
Now say that again.
They have like a Firefly phone, and it's like a phone for younger kids. So where you only have like those pre-programmable numbers in it. So there's no internet or anything like that. But if you need to call mom, dad, emergency contact, or even like they have a smartwatch for kids that can also call them. Now, I'm not a fan of the smartwatches because it's on your skin, but they have like the Firefly phone, which I think is, a nice combination of the both.
Oh, this is good stuff right here. If you didn't get a chance to call, hit us up on Instagram at Rickey Smiley Morning Show.com and let us know what you think. Dr. Tart, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Yeah, just simply go to drtart.com. That's DRTARTT.com. Or follow me on Instagram at Dr. Tart, at DRTARTT. I'll post a video in a couple of minutes telling you about the benefits of banning cell phones and social media in schools according to the research.
And I don't know if I'm sweating because I'm nervous.
I know. What is going on?
I'm excited. Maybe all of the above because we got royalty in the house right about now.
Yes.
Let me give you the proper introduction that you need. On the Rickey Smiley Morning Show today, beloved actress, singer, comedian, I said comedian, whose career spans over 4 decades. Can we just stop right there? 4 decades.
Aw, thank you, guys.
Y'all give it up to Miss Tisha Campbell.
What's happening? Yes.
Come on, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all? What's up?
I'm excited to be here.
We are excited to have you. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, of course.
So we have been watching you on TV since Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. Little Shop
Who
of Horrors.
did their
Let's
research
go.
this morning?
But you're an icon. How does it feel to have such longevity in Hollywood? And how have you seen the industry change over the years?
Oh, my gosh.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah, that's a mouthful. Like, it's changed so much. Like, I remember when I was the only little black girl on television at one point. Facts of Life had just gone off the air, and I came on with this show called Rags to Riches. And I was the only representative of our of little girls and little boys in our culture, children, and I'm so glad that we are now seeing like representation. We only had like one cartoon, that was Fat Albert.
Come on.
That's right. That represented us, right? That was it.
Yeah.
So now you're able to see all these different people. It really has evolved. We had to kick down some doors and we had to jump some hurdles. But I remember my grandmother used to always say, you have to be extraordinary in order to be considered average. And that I've always taken that and kept that in the back of my mind as I was navigating this space.
I wanna take you down memory lane. Okay, now you've been in several movies.
Yes.
Okay, too many to even name all of them.
Lord.
But we're gonna play a little game.
Oh, I'm terrible at games.
We're gonna play movie memory lane game.
Oh Lord!
So
all right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
try.
name a movie. I need you to say the first thing that pops in your head when I name this movie.
Okay.
You understand? All right. School Days.
Wannabes.
Boomerang.
Can't believe I was still on the screen.
Another 48 Hours.
Danny Glover.
Sprung.
That was fun.
House Party. All of them.
Oh, good times.
That's dope.
So we've seen you be hilarious, on TV, in movies, but I think some people may be surprised to know that you're an actual comedian, like in real life.
No, I just started this journey, right? So I never did stand up. I worked with many of them. And over the years, all of them were like, you really should try stand up. You're really good at storytelling. And so I was like, nah, y'all just want me to bomb. Get out of here, right? But I was really excited because it was a fluke. And it's something I've always wanted to do, but I was scared. But now I'm on this journey. I'm doing stand-up now. I get to interact with people because I'm a people person. So it's great because there's no camera or screen between us anymore. Yeah. And they get to know me, not a character of me, but just me.
So speaking of funny, we got to talk about the legendary Martin series.
Yes.
Okay, so we know how amazing Martin is. We know how amazing the whole cast is.
Thank you.
But let me tell you something, Gina. I know you still to this day walk down the road. Every day somebody probably calls you Gina versus
Tisha. Oh my God,
Tisha.
my son calls me Gina. I think of it as an honor. It's kind of mind-boggling. I remember having lunch with Tashina and Martin was like, Tisha, can you believe they call us icons? I was like, I know, that's crazy. Like, we just can't believe.
So do you mind sharing your favorite Martin episode? I know it's going to be hard.
Oh, no, it's really easy. It was always when we were all together.
Okay.
So it was always when it was an ensemble piece. So it's the very first Halloween episode. And the plumber episode.
Oh, come on.
Those were my two favorite episodes to film, to be a part of. We just gelled. And, I think it was really smart because all of the cast, except for Martin, were from the theater. So they surrounded a comedian by people who really understood, the art form. And I think that's really, really smart to do.
Okay, so we got to talk about Operation Aunties. But before we talk about Operation Aunties, we saw you at the BET Awards. And, of course, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You look amazing there. You look amazing now. How do you feel about the term auntie? Because I'm an auntie too, and I'm like, y'all been calling me auntie. I got aunties. Some people don't like the term because it makes us feel.
I think it's like an ageism thing, and they think it makes them feel old. I've always loved being an auntie. It's a term of endearment. It's a safe place to land.
Yes.
That's what aunties means to me. So I feel like I earn auntie.
Come on, man.
So when somebody calls me an auntie, I love it.
Right.
I understand why people don't, but I personally think that it's a really good thing.
All right, so when you put it like that, okay, I'm gonna be an auntie.
Yeah,
right.
that's a safe place. The kids could say something to you that they can't say to their parents.
Right.
Message.
Operation Aunties. All right,
Aunties.
so I'm in this new movie, right? And it's streaming right now on All Black. Let me tell you something. This was so much fun to film. I was filming it with Melissa DeSosa and Amaya Scott. And it's basically a cyber crime dramedy. So it has your action. It's got your crime. It's got your whodunit. It's got a little bit of everything. I just watched it the other day, and I can't believe how funny it is.
Okay, I would ask you what's next for Tisha, but it's like you're doing it.
I'm doing everything that I ever wanted to do, and because of COVID isolation, I was like, no fear.
We super proud of you. Before we let you go, any more music? Any more songs?
I'm actually working on a jazz album right now.
Really?
Yeah. Follow me on social media. I have a lot of fun on my social media with my kids. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Yes. I have a son on the spectrum, and we've been able to share our lives and our family lives, and it's been pretty dope doing that too. So,
ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for legendary Tisha Campbell in the building. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate you.
No, this was fun.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Alfreda's, what's up?
What's up, Ricky? It's Tuesday, August 5th. Here's what's going on in the news. I've got to start off with some sad news. Tulsa is mourning the loss of longtime homicide detective John Brown, a 35-year veteran of the police force and familiar face with the first 48. Brown passed away.
I used to love him.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite first 48 detectives, man. I was just watching last night.
Yeah, he passed away after a battle with cancer, leaving behind a legacy of service, compassion, and justice. In other news, Elon Musk is catching heat again, this time for calling slavery just a standard practice until the 19th and 20th centuries. Now, he said it while reposting a call for reparations for white people in Africa. Critics say he's whitewashing history. Yes, of course, slavery existed globally, but the transatlantic slave trade was uniquely brutal, racial, generational, and designed to build white wealth off black bodies. And the irony? Musk's ancestors benefited from land stolen during colonial rule in South Africa. But now he's calling land reform racist? Make it make sense. Meanwhile, after the Civil War, of course, we all know white slave owners actually got reparations for their lost property. Freed slaves promised 40 acres and a mule. They got nothing. Black Twitter did not let Musk rewrite history. They let him have it on his own platform. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Yo, what up, man? Former NFL running back LaShawn Johnson did not learn from Michael Vick. He was convicted on 6 felony charges for his role in a dog fighting operation, one of the biggest busts in U.S. history. Over 190 pit bull-type dogs was on his property. Sean Johnson right there, man. Olympic track star Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested for domestic violence toward her boyfriend, also Olympic star Christian Coleman. She was charged with 4th-degree domestic violence and spent 18 hours behind bars. Now, the update is Christian Coleman, the boyfriend, is defending his girl.
Personally, I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. She's a human being and a great person.
Ride or die for my girl right there.
Yeah, but I would defend her, too, if I was scared I was going to get beat up when I got home. Hell.
Oh, my God, Gary.
Come on, man.
She took his cell phone and started running. He couldn't catch her. That's what that was.
He gonna catch her because he that's Christian
I
Coleman.
bet he can't outrun her.
I bet he can. He
never seen nobody run. He what?
He one of the fastest in the world. He's also on the USA Olympic team.
Oh, okay. They probably was running in the tire. They probably was wrestling over the cell phone and running fast at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah, dog.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, the Rick Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Diddy will remain behind bars, at least for now. He was hoping for a taste of freedom, but just yesterday, the judge in his criminal case denied him bail for the second time, pending his upcoming October 3rd sentencing. In the order, the judge said there were no exceptional reasons warranting release before his sentencing. Diddy filed a motion for bail last week. He proposed a bail package with a $50 million bond, and he said he would chill at his Miami home and limit his travel to Florida and New York if granted. But the judge wasn't having it. The judge did point out that his sentencing was just 60 days away. Now eyes are on President Trump because, according to reports, Trump may be pardoning Diddy. And also, I have Common is not holding back about his feelings for his girlfriend, Jennifer Hudson. During a conversation on Mama I Made It podcast, he talked about why he feels he and J. Hud are meant to be. Here's how he describes their relationship.
That relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my whole journey in life. Man, it's one of those things where you don't know truly what true partnership and relationship is until you get there. And it took me some time maybe to grow and evolve as a person. It's like those things you pray for and you don't get them until you're ready. I gotta say this, it's really dope to actually like have be in a relationship with somebody who's from Chicago. Because, I travel all over the world and, I've been in relationships and met with, but, this Chicago woman is something there.
Something about them Chicago women.
Say it, Brad.
I gotta say it. Don't do that, Gary.
He said
they've been together for a while.
He said that about Serena Williams. He said that about Erica Badu.
No, he didn't.
Honey,
he couldn't because ain't neither one of them from Chicago, so he couldn't have said it. During an appearance on the Jennifer Hudson Show, Common responded to Jennifer's playful question about marriage rumors, saying, "If I should be married, it will be to Jennifer Kate Hudson."
Oh.
He gonna do it when he's 70.
Oh.
Nah.
Hey.
He gonna do it when he's 70.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. They're gonna pull it off like
listen.
Meg Thee Stallion and got with Clay and Love Is in the Air.
Come on now.
Let's be hopeful and optimistic.
Yes, Gary.
Yeah, and
Because
Devon
if
just got
God
married,
do it for them, He'll do it for you, Gary.
Yes, he
and you
will,
got
Jesus.
to let Jesus lead you all the way.
Let
but
him
you got
lead
to
you.
trust Him.
Yes.
You got to trust Him. Because
Yes.
they said, they that wait
They that
shall
wait
renew their strength
shall
and
renew their
mount up
strength.
with wings.
Like an eagle.
But you got to trust Him because you got to be happy for them.
Yes.
Because if you can't be happy for them,
well,
because see, all of this is a test.
A test.
Well, let's get that testimony.
It's just a test.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a
In
test.
order to have a test, you create a testimony.
Come on
So
now.
you got to go and be with them and
Yes.
be in the wedding and celebrate them.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, because coming around the corner is your blessing.
Yes.
But you can't get blessing if you can't bless other people.
Oh,
Yes.
See, I went to the Rock City Church Sunday, and we had a good church service, and I learned a lot.
okay.
And we just gotta wait, and we gotta be patient.
And Shirley
teach.
Caesar did say I was next in line for a miracle.
You was what?
Next in line for a
Oh,
miracle.
what a mighty God we serve this morning.
Yes.
Don't make me shout on this radio. Yes,
on
sir.
now.
Y'all come visit Rock City Church or whatever. That's a great praise and worship, man. Go ahead, bro. I can't talk. I'm getting emotional.
That's all right.
Because
For
I
more
see
information
my
on these
queen
stories and more.
coming down the aisle, and not nobody with no kitty heels on either.
Oh,
Come on now.
but what if it is a woman in kitty house?
No, and God ain't finna send nobody with no kitty heels and no coffee stockings for me.
Okay.
God know what I like. You know what I want.
Coffee stockings.
No, you're not coming out with no coffee stockings, no kitty heels and stuff.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.